Look, people, when it comes to this particular case, I already done told you that you really can't trust everybody that's involved. So, this particular guy here is supposed to be the guy that she met up with at the club. Now, I told y'all that when she was at the club, she had on that mask and she already done had issues with her face already. That's why she wore the mask. And her plot and plan was to accuse somebody. Now, I don't trust this guy. You know what I'm saying? He appeared to be a part of the scam, in my opinion. I just don't trust him because his mannerism, the way he moved, clearly he played for the other team, if you know what I mean. So we're not talking about this woman was dating or trying to get with this guy. Nah. This guy appeared to be the kind of guys that she hang out with, if you know what I mean. Because a lot of women typically like hanging out with guys that play for the other team, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of ironic that this guy is on the news and people trying to interview him and all this other nonsense. It is said that he was on some podcast or some mess. People are trying to say that he made a confession and all this other stuff. We're going to talk about all of those clips and try to make sense of this. But let's look at the news report, find out what's going on here, fam. Let's check it out.
A well thought of plan, a diabolical plan.
Olan Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Rhoda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
It's as if
Notice that he said that she had on a mask that only revealed her eyes. Now remember, we did a video where we talked about how she was in that club with that mask. Y'all remember? And I made it clear that if you look at the way her face looked in that mask, she clearly was hiding. She was hiding something under that mask. So there's a possibility that maybe she didn't take off the mask while she was with them in the car, allegedly. Because again, they didn't show us no video footage, so we don't have that information. For all you know, this guy, even though I don't trust him, again, all you got to do is just look at how he's posed up. Just look at how he's sitting down. Clearly, something ain't right here. But now, if you consider this thing from every angle, he said that she was in the club with a mask on, and that's how he met her. So put 1 and 1 together, it equals 2, which means there's a possibility she never took off the mask. And there probably was an issue where he probably was like, take off your mask, or, you know, do this or do that. She probably got frustrated and did something, and then it led to whatever it led to. Are y'all making sense out of this? Because why would he, first of all, why would he hit her with a water bottle or anything? Now, that sounds kind of girly, which again goes back to my point that he plays for the other team. So it could have been a situation where she probably used shaman language, possibly said he's of the rainbow. He got offended and probably hit her with a water bottle, plastic water bottle, or whatever the case is. Again, I don't trust this guy. It's just something doesn't seem right. That's my initial thoughts. Like, this guy looked like he's somebody that know her or is affiliated with her in some form. Because why is he on the news now? Think about that. Why now? He wasn't there before. 4 months ago, he wasn't there on the news. Nobody knew who this guy was. So why now? Why is he popping up on different podcasts doing interviews? For what? Why would you be doing interviews under circumstances like this? Like, I would not even want to be in front of a camera with allegations like this, because all it does, it just puts your face out there, and now everybody's upset with you. Because what's crazy about this is black women are still on social media defending the scam lady. They're still out here defending her. Even though it's clear that she lied, they still defending her because, again, they got the face of a guy who fit the bill. Now, off the brink, just by looking at this dude, clearly, this man is not of our people. That guy is not an Israelite. Nope. He's of the other nations. So clearly there's some sort of scheme going on here. You see the flamboyance, you see all of the rainbow exterior. It's very clear that there could be another play at hand right now. And I'm paying attention. I'm not just following everybody else. Let's get back to the tapes.
She was trying to get in some type of conflict,
but says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave.
Now, think about how he's talking. Think about the way in which he's talking. Think about his voice, right? I want to do something real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I could do this real quick. I want to try something real quick, fam. Let me see if I could do this.
Very intoxicated.
Let me do this real fast. Okay. Let me try this. Let me go like this, right? And go like that. Now let's play the tape. I just want you to hear the voice.
They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. So you got to get out.
Outside the...
Now, did that sound like a man or did that sound like a woman? I told you I'm the best in the game. I told you I'm the best in the game, fam. Sounds like a woman to me. No disrespect. At the end of the day, I got to do my investigative reporting. That don't sound like a man. Sounds like a woman. See? So it's very clear that either this guy knows her and this is another play, right? Or she deliberately targeted him, because how could a guy that no one knows would have this woman in the vehicle if there's no attraction, if there's no chemistry? Like, it doesn't make sense, you know? The reason why I'm saying all of this is because I feel that this is all a play. I feel that they knew that if they get caught, they would have to think of a new plot, a new scheme, a new plan. You get what I'm saying? Because she could be facing charges and all sorts of issues. And it's like, now that he revealed who he is, people are now coming after him while the other woman is on the run from the law. That's what's going on right now. So again, I don't trust this guy. I really don't trust this guy, fam. Something ain't right.
Very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave.
Think about how he said that. Think about his mannerism. Does that sound like a man's man? Does that sound like a masculine man that was interested in this woman? Because, you know, the news media, they have a way of doing things. Like, they started it off by telling you that this guy is a father of this. You could be a father and play for the other team. Make no mistake about that. You can be a father and still play for the other team. We see that in the churches all over the place. You know, a lot of guys, they're married, but they play for the other team, and their wife is a beard. Listen in.
A well thought of plan.
Yeah, and you could probably be a part of that plan. Because I don't trust you, sir.
A diabolical plan.
Olan Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner, but
We don't need to know all of that. But it's almost like they threw that out there to try to distract us from the obvious.
in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Rhoda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
Again, if you look at the face, the swelling on her face, when she had on the mask in that club, the mask was already done swollen up on the side. I talked about that in all my videos. You got to go check out the playlist. We already covered all of this already.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes.
You see that? So he didn't really see her face. So my thing is, why would this man, right, who clearly played for the other team, that nobody could tell me that this guy don't play for the other team, why would he allow a woman to come into his car or his friend's car, whoever's car, and you haven't even seen her face? Does that make sense, guys? I mean, would you brothers meet a woman in the club wearing a ski mask and just bring her in your car? How do you know that's a woman? Could be a man. You know what I mean? So either dude know who she is and they all plotted, but it failed. So since it failed, it's as if though they're all either turning on one another or they're running a play to distract the people into thinking that he's working with the authorities when really he might be on some old, well, I don't really want to press charges. I don't really want to see her go to prison or anything. I just want, to clear my name. You never know how the play is taking place because these scammers are not even American. You know what I mean? Now, in my opinion, that dude don't appear to be an Israelite in terms of one of our people. He appears to be one of her people. And it's very clear and apparent.
He invited her to an after party.
Why would he invite her to an after party when he don't even see her face?
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
But how do you know that? What do you mean as if though she was trying to get into some conflict? Sounds to me like he already knew who she was and he's trying to distance himself from her. It sounds to me like all of the girls, pun intended, was hanging out at the club. All of the girls. You get what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, there was a fight or some sort of issue because men ain't gonna hit a woman with a water bottle. That sounds kind of feminine, you know? And then for her to twist the story around into, oh, he hit me with a brick. You gonna tell me all her friends didn't know this already? They all knew. I'm talking about all her friends that were witnesses that may have spoke to the police. All of those people need to be arrested because they all knew what went down from day one. And none of those friends were online to speak against the narrative she put out there. So all of these people are involved.
Says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave.
Do you see the mannerism? Do you see the body language? Do you see the facial movements? Come on now. I'm the only one on YouTube able to uncover this, fam. I see other people trying to do videos, but they're not good like me. I'm able to look at the things that people are not seeing.
So you gotta get out.
Outside the car, Houston police say surveillance video then showed Osman slapping him in the face before he hit her back.
Now notice that. Her slapping him in the face and then him hitting her back. Sound to me like it was a girl fight. If you ask me, it was a girl fight. So while black women are throwing black men under the bus, I think you got the wrong man. Because clearly this guy played for the other team. Clearly this guy is on the rainbow, flamboyant, and feminine. And I'm just calling it what it is. There's no way around that one. From his mannerism to his voice, body language, and movements. This was a girl's fight. There was no strong, masculine black man abusing no woman. So to all you ladies out there, I think you need to take that up with the rainbow, because that's clearly what it was. And it was a diabolical plan to make black heterosexual men look like they're animals and brute beasts when we have nothing to do with this. So leave your comments in the comment section. Ringo TV Reactions. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.